Good day, everybody. This is John Hester here. I'm at Hester's Motorsports in Raton, New Mexico. They are a Kawasaki and CF-Moto dealership, and it's been trying to get this for a while. So this has been a bit difficult for me. I'm way behind. Both these machines been out for a little bit. So it's just always I'd have a MX Mule in stock, and I was sold out of the UFORCE 600s, and I'd get UFORCE 600s. I'm sold out of MX Mules. So it's been difficult for me having both machines at the same time in order to do this. Both of these are 2023 models. This today I'm comparing the Mule Pro MX base EPS model versus the CF-Moto, which basically these just come in like two trim levels. You have three different colors. You got silver, blue, and green, and then camouflage being an upper tier. Kawasaki has three trim levels in this. They have the base EPS model in a couple different colors in red or green, and then you got LE models. LE comes with aluminum wheels and I believe a top, and then the special edition, which is aluminum wheels, top, and a winch with a silver painted bodywork on there. And that's of course the most expensive package on that. But I just wanted to show, essentially, lowest price for lowest price in these categories, since they are in the same categories, same type of setup. They are both mid-size 2-passenger machines, and so I'm gonna get on these. So I hope you stay for the whole video. I'm going to be giving a lot of information. I'm going to be going through all these machines. I'm not just going to say, well, there's an MX, there's a UFORCE, thanks for watching, have a good day. So I could do that, but why spend 2 minutes wasting your time? So let's get into this and really show in. You're here because you're really interested and you want to know the difference in between the MX Kawasaki and the UFORCE from CF-Moto. So basically we're just going to kind of knock out the MX Mule base EPS. The MSRP on this is $13,599, and the UFORCE 600 is $10,499. That's, you heard that right. There's a $3,000 difference cost of these two. $13,599, $10,499 on this one. Now of course camo does cost more, the higher trim levels cost more. This is this model versus this model. Okay, so we got the elephant in the room out of there. It's the price. So the big difference is the price. So I'm gonna have people ask, what do I get for $3,000 more? Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be blunt and honest. That right there. That name right there. You're buying a Kawasaki, okay? So Kawasaki's always legendary. They have extreme durability. They invented the side-by-side. They've been out, Kawasaki's been making mules since 1987. So a long time. Okay, as far as side-by-sides, they've been a company for many years. I'm talking side-by-sides. So yeah, the very first Kawasaki Mule came out in 1987, so they've been making them way longer than anybody else by a long shot. So it's nice to say they know what they're doing on it. The Kawasaki Mules have a 3-year factory warranty on it, versus most other ones. You look at, like, now I'm not comparing specific Can-Am and Polaris and everything today, but I'm just going to use those as an example for warranty purposes. So Kawasaki's a 3-year warranty, Polaris a 6-month warranty, Can-Am a 6-month warranty, CF-Moto a 1-year warranty, Honda a 1-year warranty, and Yamaha a 6-month warranty. So when it comes to factory off the floor warranties, there's nothing that comes close to the Kawasaki Mules. Granted, you can buy extended warranties, yes, from Kawasaki on these. They'll let you go I believe up to 48 months on the Pro Mules. CF-Moto, you can buy up to a 5-year extended warranty, totaling 6 years total. So this you could buy up to, including the factory, 7-year max, 6-year max. So warranty's out of the way. So just getting that out of the way, you're going to get a much higher warranty on the Kawasaki right out of the gate. Okay, so honestly, once you're done with this video, it's completely up to you to decide on the, which one's going to be the best for you and the value for money. Okay, I'm just going to show everything about these machines and let you do the deciding on here. So let's go through the Kawasaki first. To open the bed on the Kawasaki, you have to get out and unlatch both sides. So once you unlatch that side, then you can get over here and unlatch this side here. Then you do have a piston assist, and you can dump the bed. So you got that piston assist right over there. Now Kawasaki has a steel base bottom. Okay, so you have a steel base bottom. There's your engine. It's a single cylinder 700 cc. Well, it's a 695 cc single cylinder. The engine and the machine is made by CFMOTO in Taiwan. So this is made in Taiwan by CFMOTO at Kawasaki's standards. Okay. So basically, like I said, this is at Kawasaki's standards. So the build quality is very good. Your fuel tank on the Mule is on the driver's side. This is actually the only Mule, a Pro Mule, that has the fuel tank on the driver's side. So a lot of people do like that. Most everything else, the FX, FXTs, all that stuff, they're always on the left side. The half doors are standard, and I really like the half doors. Some people don't. That's your preference, okay? I like the half doors because, well, it protects you very well. Brush, debris, rocks, mud, everything coming up, it's going to protect you very well, and you don't have to worry too much about that. The next thing is the airflow. So the dust coming up off the front tire here, you're not going to get into that suction cavitation area in your footwell, so the dust does help travel down from the front wheel. I mean, does it eliminate dust? No. This is an open air vehicle. You're going to get dusty. But I'm just telling you, it reduces some of the dust. And it does help in that. They are not sealed. There's no seals or nothing on them. So you don't have any seal like that. So it's not like, when you shut the door, you can still see daylight through there, see? So it's not 100% perfectly sealed, but it does work. And it's really nice. It's got a nice flat top on here, and it makes it really comfortable as put your arm on and be able to ride on it. It has a comfortable seat. It is a contoured style seat, so you can see how it dips, and you got your little dip and dive over here, so it does kind of help hold you into place. It is pretty cush. It is pretty comfortable, but that is all you get. Okay, so there's no adjustment. You can't slide it forward or back or anything like that. Steel floorboards. So that's another thing with Kawasaki is, they definitely build the machines pretty tough. So you got the steel bed, you got steel floorboards. And the other nice thing on this one, you all steel fender well up inside here. So, some will offer aftermarket fender wells made out of steel for protection, and some of them do not. So this is all steel up in here. Pretty basic suspension on it. Not much room on this machine to do any type of a lift or anything, but you do have the ring style preload, so you can adjust your preload. This is your ride height a little bit right there on your front suspension. Has 12-inch steel wheels, and the Duro tires that they put on this is a 25 8x12, and I believe this one is a 2-ply tire, maybe a 4. I'm looking 4-ply. So there we go, 4-ply tire, nylon, and it is a radial. So you have a 25, of course, you know, staggered, an 8-inch on the front, 10-inch wide on the rear. And like I said, you know, just black steel wheels. You get into the LE and the special edition, you have aluminum wheels, which is nice. I'm going to drop this down here. I'm going to latch this just so I got at least one so it doesn't open up on me. The tailgate, you have to unlatch here on both sides, which is nice because, you know, offers very good durability, you know, versus just a pin latch. But the tailgate is all plastic, so you're not going to load a tremendous amount of weight onto the tailgate. 2-inch receiver hitch on there, and you can see right here, here's all the specs right there. So you have a maximum trailer weight of 1,500 pounds. You can see the rear brakes, 4-wheel hydraulic disc brakes on this. Same thing with the rear shocks, the same type of a ring style preload. It is pretty quiet, you know, most mules are. You have, this is one thing I wish that they put on all the mules, is it actually has a locking, uses the same key, and you can lock the glove box. That is nice. I do like that. I wish they did it on all the Pro mules. We just put this together so it's still kind of got some of the wrapper to it. To open the seat here, this is a little lever right there. Right there's your battery, all your fuses. You got a little cubby storage hole right here. Nothing over here. Air box right there. Dipstick right there. How to check the oil. Let's drop that down in there. Tilt steering, and this is EPS, so it does have power steering. Coming around the front here, you have LED headlights on the inner, halogen headlights on the outer. Okay, so I'm going to show you the switches here. So you got, this is your essentially turf mode or locked rear differential, then 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive. It does not have a front locking differential. See right here, you got your outer, this is going to be your outer, and this is going to be your inner. So this is your halogen lights, high beam, low beam, and your LED lights, high beam and low beam. You turn the key on, everything lights up to show you everything's good. It's got the fuel gauge, shows you 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, clock, odometer, trip meter, hour meter, pretty much all your basic stuff on there, basic information. But it is more towards the middle of the dash. You have to look to your right in order to see it. I do like the steering wheel, it's nice, and it is a tilt steering, so you can adjust it. Cup holder here, cup holder there, little cubby here, and cubby right here, little tiny cubbies here with a little, nope, no cubby here, I'm sorry. Oh, there's the cubby right there. I knew there was another one. Single DC power outlet, just an automotive style, not a cigarette lighter. Don't put a cigarette lighter in there. And then your parking brake is right here. So I'm putting my foot on the brake right now. You, just like the old school, you just kind of pull it, twist it, slide it all the way in, and then that's your parking brake lock right there. Low range, high range, neutral, and reverse. And this does have a wet clutch style transmission, which is very nice, with very good engine braking system on it. So decelerating down hills is very nice, and it works exceptionally well. So that is the, now I do have a really good full walk around review and everything. I just wanted to do kind of a little bit quicker, but I do have, when this came out in 2015 on this channel here, just check it out. It's when the MX Mule first came out. I do quite a bit more in depth, but just wanted to kind of go through there, spend a few minutes on that. Now the CF-Moto UFORCE 600. Now, oh, let me back up, sorry. So this mule here, it is governed at 45 miles an hour. Governed at 45 miles an hour. And the horsepower on this machine, I believe, is 41 horsepower. And It gets up to 45, no problems at all. Sorry, there's a little bit of a windy day today, so sorry if you hear the air buffeting and of course loud motorcycles. It's a beautiful day. It's been raining a lot, so there's going to be some motorcycles out. So just want to kind of point on that. So 45 miles an hour, 41 horsepower. The CF-Moto, this is a painted bodywork, so it is metallic. You can see in the sunlight there. You have standard, a 3,000-pound winch. You got 4-wheel hydraulic disc brakes. You got 12-inch aluminum wheels. You have 25-inch 6-ply radial multi-directional tires. So you can tell that they are a better wheel and a better tire right off of the floor. All this is plastic, just like most everything else I said, you know. So that's one thing to consider, is that extra safety that Kawasaki puts into it. The shocks are tremendously bigger, and I'm not talking about bigger round and everything, I'm talking longer, so it has a lot more potential and everything. Now I do make our Hester Edition Elka shocks on both these machines, and I have videos on those. So suspension upgrades are available for both machines, so you could vastly improve both machines' ride quality and performance and load capabilities on that. I'm just showing you the difference here, so you can get that idea. You have LED headlights on this standard, and both high beam and low beam are LED. This whole hood will come up, so you just pop this on each side. This whole hood will open up, and that's basically gives you full access behind the radiator. You know, gives you access to your radiator, your coolant reservoir, and everything is up underneath there as well. These are all, of course, EPS on there. Fuel tank is on the passenger side, which that's what most of them are, so expect that. You have a latch style system, you know, a quick latch, and this is on both sides. So all you do is you just lift this up and it will dump the bed. Large single piston assist dump. This is a 595cc, 600cc, so it is a little bit smaller of an engine, but it produces 41 horsepower, the exact same amount. So 100cc less engine, exact same horsepower. Both of them liquid cooled, both of them fuel injected. The air box is right here, easy to access, very easy to get to on this. And let's get to the back. The bed is all high impact, very durable plastic. This is basically the same type of stuff Kawasaki uses on the Tier X's. So it's very good, and it's all slotted. You can have your own DIY dividers. You can just cut some wood or whatever like that and make your own dividers on it. So it makes it really nice. You do have the mounts that you can put in here, as well as tie down hook locations around the sides. Kawasaki does have this nice rail, and they do make accessories to attach to that, storage boxes and all that other stuff. So that's kind of a nice comparison. Tailgate, about the same on the CF-Moto as the Kawasaki. So you take the two latches. Sorry, I'm trying to block some of this wind here. And same thing. It's not a, they're both adequate. I mean, you can carry a person pretty easy on the tailgate, but you're not really going to carry a tremendous amount of load. You're not going to carry a tremendous amount of load on these. These tail lights, you have brake light, tail light, and a reverse light. So that is actually a reverse light right there. Kawasaki does not have a reverse light, just on and off. Brake light, tail light. Comes standard with A-arm guards, the plastic guard right there on the A-arm. So that protects your CV boots from a lot of sticks. And the front has a high clearance arch standard. So the arch, it brings it out and then down, giving you more usable clearance, and with the stick protector there for the boots and everything. You have steel braided brake lines on the CF-Moto versus the rubber brake line on the Kawasaki. both very adequate. Just wanted to point that out, the difference on the brakes. Like I said, both of them 4-wheel hydraulic disc brakes. Many accessories on both. You can see that the beds are literally identical in size. I mean, it's literally identical in size. Same load capacities, same towing capacities. So both of these, right there's your bed capacity there, 551 pounds. Oops, I'm sorry, the Kawasaki's gonna beat it. 700 pounds on the Kawasaki. Kawasaki wins the bed load capacity, but both of these are 1,500 pound towing capacity. Okay, so 2-inch receivers on both of them, 1,500 pound towing capacity. Kawasaki wins this with 700 pound bed capacity and 551 pounds bed capacity on the CF-Moto. Now let's get to the interior. Comes standard with the mirrors, comes standard with the top. The nets are what this comes with, since it doesn't have doors. Doors are optional. You can get half doors, you can get full doors, you can do all that. And this is the same thing on Kawasaki. You can get all of this stuff on both machines. Parking brake is over here on the left. You have lots of switches in here. So I'm going to drop down underneath here. So I'm going to lift that up, tilt steering. This is your headlights. So you have, so basically what this is just the eyebrow lights. So the little eyebrows above the headlights are on. This is basically like a running light. This turns the lights completely on. So now the LEDs are on. Then you have low beam and high beam. And of course all the indicators are up here on the dash as well. You have, let me drop this steering wheel down. 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, and full 4-wheel lockers. Now this has a limited slip rear differential, so there is no switch. There's no switch to go from turf mode to lock mode on the rear diff, because it is open diff until torque is applied, you know, enough torque is applied, like you're going to start spinning the tires, then the rear diff will lock and be solid on the rear end. Then you have your 4-wheel drive with the limited slip in the front, and then full 4-wheel lockers. So this has a true 4-wheel lock. You have over here 2 power modes, because the ECU is tuned for 2 different essentially tunes inside the ECU. Normal is what we call full power. Work is what we call low power. So work, the throttle response, because this is a fly-by-wire throttle control system, not a cable controlled. The throttle is smooth, docile, and it makes it easy to work. Normal, it sharpens the throttle response. It gives full power through the ECU, so that way maximum speed, maximum acceleration, maximum funness. This is going to be for smooth power delivery, rock crawling, pulling trailers, doing all that really slow stuff. Work is going to be fantastic for you on that. And then you got low range, high range, neutral, reverse, and park on this transmission. So you have parking brake and you have park on the transmission. Now the dash, of course, is very awesome from CF-Moto. So you turn this on here. I mean, it tells you everything. Now, like I said, these machines, they just service. So this one, we don't have it much gas, but we've got enough. But you got coolant and everything. It tells you everything. You can click through all of these options and see, you know, odometer, trip meter. See right there's 2-wheel drive, there's 4-wheel drive, and then there's 4-wheel lock. See that little X right there, your full diff lock on there. Then you see work and then normal. So it tells you where you're at. Okay, so when you switch it, there you go. So there's your work mode, there's your, you know, so you have all of that in there, and this very nice LCD display. Very nice, really like it. This machine is not governed, so it, you know, with the current gear ratios and everything, I've had customers tell me about 50 to 55 miles an hour is the top speed on the UForce 600, which is more than adequate on any one of these machines. Now you have a USB, a dual USB output, which is very nice, and a 12-volt DC outlet. And then it has, you know, lots of openings for more expansion on there. You got 2 cup holders up here and another cup holder over here. You got a glove box here. It goes down pretty deep. Got lots of stuff, toolkit, all that other stuff in there. Lots of cargo. You got all this storage space here, and all the storage space all underneath here. All underneath here. So got lots of storage in there. It does have plastic floorboards like pretty much everybody else. Now, I really like the seats because this is what we call a gripper seat. It's more of a rubber, so you don't really slide on it. So it's really cush, really plush, but you can adjust the seat. So this is a split bench, so you can see it split right there. And all I do is I just lift this up and see how much difference I can go. So short leg, long leg. I'm 6 foot, 36-inch inseam, and I mean, look how, I mean, my dash, the dash is a long ways away. I'm comfortable. Everything's easy to get to. Now, come around here, and both these machines, like I said, you know, I mean, there's customization through the roof on these, you know, full cabs and heaters and sound systems and all that stuff. This, you pop this seat up. Underneath here, you have a very large storage compartment. It comes with a funnel and everything, so that way it just gives it easier, you know, it makes it easier for you to do your services and oil changes yourself if you like. So that's well thought out on there. But there you go. I mean, that's pretty much it. This is a 2023 CF-Moto UForce 600 versus the Kawasaki Mule Pro MX 2023. This is a base model EPS. So this is the cheapest version. This is basically just how they come. And then there's only one more tier above this, which is camo, and I think it's $500 more for camo, something like that. And then these, they jump considerably. So something to consider as far as that goes. Both of them very good machines. They've been making the MX Mule since 2019. They've been making the UForce 600 since 2022. So it's on its full 2nd year of production and no issues. Been super reliable, very good. Both of them are very close in ground clearance as far as off the showroom floor. Slightly more on the CF-Moto, but I mean, we're talking a 1/10 or 2 maybe as far as specs go, but so nothing really to write home about. They're very equal. You know, the overall size is almost identical. Kawasaki has a full bumper, which is very nice. You have to spend extra to buy a full bumper. Now this does have frontal protection. I'm going to open this up just so you can see. I'm going to pop that. Get this unlatched. There we go. And then you unlatch here. So here you go. So this is underneath it. So you can see here's the bumper. It does come up and it does protect most everything, but there is aftermarket bumpers. Well, even from CF-Motos, they have upgrade bumper that you can purchase from a CF-Moto dealer on both front and rear. They got Nerf bars. They got all kinds of stuff from the factory, and then aftermarket's really taken over quite a bit too. So you know, here's your brake fluid, coolant reservoir. That's all your winch parts, your winch controller and everything, and then all your fuses and relays. Super easy to get to, super easy. Oh yeah, there is one thing I forgot on the Mule. Like I said, I have a more in-depth deal, but this is a big, this is a storage compartment underneath the mule here. So you can see that on my other mule video, really breaking down when that mule came out. I went over that in great detail, about a 20-30 minute video showing it and driving it and everything. So super awesome, super nice. You even have floor drains. These pop out and you can drain your floors. Both of them very nice. But ultimately it comes down to you. What do you want? What are you looking for? Does brand play a factor? You know, will you buy a Kawasaki just because it's a Kawasaki made by Kemco, but it's a Kawasaki? But it is a very good machine. It's a proven machine, very reliable. That wet clutch transmission is very nice, and awesome engine braking. This does have engine braking on it as well. Different form of it, different type of CVT. This one is more moddable on the CVT, so you can make this really get aggressive. So you can make that, you know, really put some power to the ground with that clutch kit there on the CF-Moto. But unfortunately nobody makes a clutch kit for the MX Mule to make it more aggressive, pull harder with bigger tires or anything like that. So I want to thank you all for watching. Please, you know, if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love for you to subscribe, hit that notification bell, keep up to date. I'm trying to do some more stuff. I'm trying to do more product reviews. I'm trying to do more stuff, and it's just, my time is extraordinarily limited, and it's just, this year has not been very favorable for me. So lots of things going on in my life. So, but want you all to see the comparison between these two machines. Both of them fantastic, both of them very reliable, both of them just amazing machines. You know, if you're looking for a mid-size 2-passenger side-by-side, these would be the two that I would be looking at on here. This would be the decision on here for me as well. Let me back up a little bit more, get both of them. I was walking a little bit close, sorry. Thank you all, God bless. It's well past closing time here, so I need to get out of here. And thank you all for watching so much. If you stayed this long, I really appreciate it. Gives lots of information. I know a lot of people get bored after just a few minutes. So much of that, we did this, we did this, we did this. Thanks for watching type videos out there. So, you know, it's so nice to be able to have somebody just spend the time with you and really go through and tell you probably more than most salespeople ever will. So there you go. Hope I can help other dealers that sell these vehicles. There you go. There's some good comparisons side by side. Thank you all. God bless. Peace out.